Whoa, this review might take place a little late. But that's beside the point. The point is that today's video is about Touhou Danmaku Kagura Phantasia Lost, a rhythm game that has many Touhou songs. There are two modes in this game, Danmaku and Kagura. Danmaku is a 4-key version of the game, but you have to play bullet hell while playing a rhythm game, meanwhile Kagura is using 6 keys to play. In my opinion, this game is very good, and all of you should play it. See you next time. No, I'm just joking. But this game is really good, and here is my honest review on it. Before we begin, here's how this is gonna happen. I'll be rating this based on these criteria: music, art style, difficulty, mechanics, and gameplay. Each of these will be rated from 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. And I'll put these together and give it a final rating at the end. Let's talk about the music, as that's the first thing on our list, and you're gonna hear me say this a lot, but the music in the Touhou series is so good, and they're all very unique and fitting in their own ways. Many are come to fit the vibe and the character they're made for, and just really good to listen to. And there's just so many out there too, along with remixes, but that's something else to talk about next time. I am giving this immediate 10 out of 10, not because I am biased or just favor Touhou a lot or glaze over it, but because the songs are genuinely masterpieces that will never get tiring to listen to, with the variety they are, and how good vocals are, and how good the melodies are too. There are so many good things about the art of this game. You can really tell how much effort the developer put into this. The art style is just really good and one of the defining features of the game. The art style, which can I say enough, is just really beautiful and just one of my favorite parts of the game. I will give this a 10 out of 10 as the art is just perfect and it could not have been any better. Now this is going to be the lower ranked categories. I have a lot to say about this. It does have a fair share of difficulty, but I really think they could have done a better job with this. They really made things difficult for the people who've played rhythm games with only 4 keys. As a person who also plays 4 keys, this is a little challenging at the beginning, but you get the hang of it eventually. But I wish they added some sort of difficulty option that has 4 key, like changing the lower difficulties to 4 key and only keeping the higher difficulties 6 key, as it would make things a little easier for all types of people. I really do want to give this a good score, but just the fact that there is no normal 4 key option just makes it hard, so I will give it an 8 out of 10 due to poor execution of difficulty. This is also one of the things I have to talk about. There are several mechanics you have to remember for both game modes, one of which is if you ever played Touhou before, Danmaku is basically the same, as it has the same score item, power system, bombs, and lives too. But now you have to focus on all of those along with playing a rhythm game at the same time. This brings the score down by a lot, as it just makes things more difficult or adding an extra layer of difficulty to it. But there's one main mechanic, which are items or collectibles called Mitama cards, which are cards that have benefits in many various ways, such as score increase or damage increase. Overall, I think mechanics are good, but it really could have been better, so I will give this 8 out of 10 as well, due to the fact that they could have done this better. We're finally on to the last part, gameplay. Now after playing this game a lot more, I have a lot of things I wish they executed a little better. I have my fair share of experience on rhythm games, and most of it is in 4 key, and I really thought it would be difficult for me to get into it, but surprisingly it wasn't bad at all, and actually really fun. There are some issues with story mode, however. There are things called missions and levels that can get you Mitama cards and characters, but the problem is that some of them are just really poorly designed and just really vague, and on top of that, are just difficult to do, which is really annoying for the people who are trying to get achievements. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Marie and Temple. There's things that are just really poorly designed, but overall, I think this is a pretty good game for any type of player. For the people who want to get achievements, you can make many different teams with different needs, while for the casual players, there's a free mode consisting of all the songs after you beat story mode, except DLC songs. I'll give this a 7 out of 10 due to the poor level designs, the missions that are just really annoying to do, but other than those, I think the game was really fun. With all these, I'll give the game an 8 out of 10. A solid score, but it could have been better. The only comment I truly have is that the story isn't very good. I had to read what the story was, and it's just really confusing. I think they could have done it a lot better. However, the game itself was really fun, and I actually went back after recording and played a little more, due to how addicting it was. With this, I hope you found this useful and consider liking and subscribing. This was my most ambitious video ever, due to how much I enjoyed this game. Hope you enjoyed this review and see you next time.